Hey guys, it's me, Mr. Foster. Welcome to the first ever episode of Fishing with Mr. Foster. Today we're going to be fishing at Stinging Fort Falls, located in Rhea County, Tennessee. Stinging Fort Falls lies on the Walden Ridge, which is the easternmost part of the Cumberland Plateau, which is a giant landform that is kind of in the middle of Tennessee. Now, to the west of Walden's Ridge is Sequatchie Valley, which is a big valley that's in the middle of the Cumberland Plateau. And then to the east, it turns into a different physiographic region. It turns into the Appalachian Ridge and Valley. So that dividing line between the two physiographic regions is in Rhea County. So you can catch a whole bunch of different species in Rhea County. Now, I'm a multi-species angler, which means that I like to catch different types of species of fish and add them to my life list. Now, I just recently started documenting my species that I catch on my life list this summer, even though I've been fishing my entire life. So it's my hope in making these videos that I can produce some educational content and also document my life list as I go. I know a lot of people are still stuck at home because of the pandemic, so I'm hoping that through my fishing I can share a little bit of my part of Tennessee and my hobby with you guys. Alright, we're here at Stinging Fort Falls State Natural Area. It was about an hour and 15-minute drive from my house. I want to apologize if I seem a little nervous. This is the first GoPro video I've ever made in my life. I recently decided to start documenting my fishing trips and start to do what's called life listing, which is where you list the species that you catch over your lifetime. I discovered microfishing.
my entire life I've always been microfishing because I never catch anything big, but also mostly because of the waters that I enjoy to fish in, which are pristine mountain streams and creeks. I am by no means an expert. I have fished my entire life, so I know a little bit about fishing, but I recently got this Peterson field guide to freshwater fishes. So as I catch fish today, I've got a makeshift photo tank I'm going to put them in because I want to keep them alive and get my photos, and I will tell you guys what I think they might be, and then I'll go back later and use this manual to try to determine the exact species. We did get a later start in the day. I was setting up my GoPro and my fishing gear and trying to figure out, you know, some of the information about the area to share with you guys. So it's about 5 o'clock now, so the falls is about a mile hike down. So we're gonna go ahead and get started soon. I gotta get my fishing gear together and try to catch a few fish before sundown.
I just wanted to show you guys my rig really quick. I don't have anything fancy or special. I have this vintage Berkeley Fiberflex F21 5-foot 6-inch rod that I just found out in my dad's shed. And then this was gifted to me. It's really more of a bass spinner rig, but this Lew's SG 300 spinner, and then I believe I have like 8-pound test line, which is probably too heavy for what we're trying to do here today. I have ordered some specialty microfishing gear, and this is honestly the smallest hook I could find. It's a I believe it's just like a size 10 little trout hook or something like that. And up here I just have a weight tied up here. All right, and I will be using some native earthworms to fish with. This is the trail down to the falls. We're surrounded by loblolly pines from the, I believe it was Bowater was the company that owned this land, and they're a paper mill. And so these loblolly pines, they grow really fast, and they're used a lot in the paper industry and in the lumber industry. So we're surrounded by loblollies mixed with some other species on either side of us, but it's mostly loblollies. Now I've noticed that the forest has started to change. We are surrounded by, looks like mostly white oaks at this point, fairly young white oaks, so it was probably logged not too long ago, but we are out of the loblolly pines now. And now we're starting to descend. As you can see, we're surrounded by mountain laurel, rhododendron, I think is the actual classification. And I can hear the falls down below us, so I'm excited to do some fishing. I wanted to point something out. Up top, the evergreen shrub that I was pointing out, that was mountain laurel, and this is rhododendron right here. I think they are related, but they're definitely different species. I just wanted to point out that the trail does get pretty rocky going down to the falls. We've got a hemlock down in the path right here. Unfortunately, we're losing a lot of our hemlocks in this part of the country because of an invasive species. There's another dead hemlock right there. So I'm going to have to take this very steep, unofficial trail back to the real trail. So we've finally made it down to the bottom of the gorge here. And you can see a Stinging Fork branch coming down the side of the ridge here. It's got, I can see several nice deep pools that I would like to cast a line in.
there's the other side of the gorge right there.
All right, well, I'm gonna go look at the falls first, and then I'm gonna start fishing. There's the falls straight ahead. Can't wait. Finally made it down to the waterfall here. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And nobody else in sight. I fish waterfalls like this all the time. I will say you need to look up if they allow fishing before you grab your pole and hike out to a place. They do allow fishing at this site, but I've seen some other areas that I've wanted to fish at that do not allow fishing. So always make sure you know that information before you hit the trail. Okay, here we go, the first cast. I do have a bobber on here just because I'm not familiar with this little stream and I don't want to lose my hook. So there we go. Already getting hits, it looks like. Yep, there's something. Yeah, I got something. Oh, lost it. Nope, it's still there. And I lost it. Do I still have... Still got my bait. Oh, there it goes. My hook might be too big. I think my hook might be too big for whatever's getting it. It's getting hit. Oh, look at all those little fish. Oh. The hook is just too big. My hook is just too big for the species I'm trying to catch. That's why I've ordered some special hooks. They do make special hooks for microfishing, but they were on back order because microfishing has become so popular. I still have a little worm on here, so I'm going to try again. Okay, second cast attempt. I got hung and they took my bait the first time. I believe the hook I'm using is too large. It's really hard to find microfishing gear right now. I guess it's very popular, and with everybody getting shut down at the start of the pandemic, I bet a lot of people were looking for something to do out in nature. So I'm stuck with what I could find. I saw some fish swimming over there. Oh, I already got something. Oh, I got something. Yeehaw. Oh, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Oh, get the photo tank ready, please. Oh, what a pretty fish. Oh. Here, let me get this thing in the photo tank. That might be too much water. It may be able to jump out of there. All right. How about that? That is a new species for me. I can't tell you what it is. I'm gonna have to use my resources and look it up and find out. But it is a new species for me. I just want to make sure that I can get enough images to identify it.
I was able to identify this as a creek chub.
All right, guys, this is a new species for me. Gonna give it, there we go. Off you go. First fish of the day out here fishing at Stinging Fork Falls in Rhea County. All right, I have lowered my hook even more and I'm ready to really try to fish the bottom of these falls. Oh, I'm getting hits already. Oh, yeah. That was a good hit. I think they might have taken my worm. You know, I haven't seen any sunfish. I still got a little piece on there. Oh, there, I got something. Oh, I still got something. Oh, I still got something. I think I got a fish on. Nope. And I still have a piece of worm on. Yeah, I mean, I thought I had a fish on. Oh, getting a hit. Yeah, I see that. Oh, fish on. Fish on. Oh, how pretty. Look at that fish. All right, now it's time to let him go. Swim and be free, little bud. This is the first ever episode of Fishing with Mr. Foster. Expect it to only get better. We've been fishing at Stinging Fork Falls in Rhea County, Tennessee. It's on the Walden Ridge, which is the easternmost escarpment of the Cumberland Plateau. So I'm going to go through and edit the video later, and I'll probably add some information in text. I'm going to have to go home and identify the 2 fish that I caught, which are new to me species that will go on my life list. You can follow me on Instagram to follow my life list. I'm Adam Lee Foster. I am a 2nd grade teacher, so I realize this is a little bit different than other microfishing videos because I'm trying to include other information besides just the fishing stuff. I realize I don't have the best gear. I'm working on that. I've ordered some stuff. So hopefully as I get new gear in, I'll be able to catch more variety of fish and increase my life list. And this has been really fun, and I'm glad to have shared this moment with you guys.